Join us for a captivating new series where Lawin sits down with the trailblazers of the music and entertainment world. Discover the stories behind the faces and voices that shape our culture and community.
We will bring you exclusive interviews with industry legends and rising stars. Behind the scenes insights and get a peek into the creative processes and personal journeys. Artists and performers and their upcoming shows and events.
Stay tuned for more updates and sneak peeks. Follow us on social media and subscribe to our channel.
In a world cluttered with information, where truth is power, Lawin Weekly News stands apart.
We delve deeper, uncover facts, and bring stories to light. From political showdowns and economic triumphs to the pulse of the street and the heart of the community.
We capture the moments that define us, stories that challenge, inspire, and transform.
Tune in live Sundays 8 a.m. Central Standard Time and Sundays 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Lawin Media Network.
Bringing to you the most relevant content across all platforms.
Business, legal, politics, health, lifestyle, and entertainment.
Your source for all the news and updates in the greater Houston community from Texas and all over the world.
Get informed and empowered with Lawin Media Network.
The following program is produced by Lawin Media Network. The views and opinions expressed in this program are solely those of the individuals appearing on the show and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Lawin Media Network, its affiliates, sponsors, or partners. The content provided in this program is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only. Lawin Media Network does not guarantee the accuracy, completeness, or timeliness of the information.
Join us for a captivating new series where Lawin sits down with the trailblazers of the music and entertainment world. Discover the stories behind the faces and voices that shape our culture and community.
We will bring you exclusive interviews with industry legends and rising stars. Behind the scenes insights and get a peek into the creative processes and personal journeys. Artists and performers and their upcoming shows and events.
Stay tuned for more updates and sneak peeks. Follow us on social media and subscribe to our channel.
In a world cluttered with information, where truth is power, Lawin Weekly News stands apart.
We delve deeper, uncover facts, and bring stories to light. From political showdowns and economic triumphs to the pulse of the street and the heart of the community.
We capture the moments that define us, stories that challenge, inspire, and transform.
Tune in live Sundays 8 a.m. Central Standard Time and Sundays 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
There we go. Are we on?
Take 3 this time.
Take three. Good morning sa inyong lahat. Sa lahat ng kaguruan sa buong Pilipinas, sa buong Amerika, sa Europa, at sa iba't ibang bahagi ng mundo. Good evening, Pilipinas! How are you, birthday girl?
Oh, enjoying my chapter 47, right? And I think we just have to tell our viewers, thank you for your patience. You know, the beautiful thing about being live, totoo talaga. You know, what you see is what you get. And so that's the truthfulness of this show. And we're just so happy for your patience. And you stuck around. As they say, the third time is the charm, right? So
we have a nice show today. Maybe we could ask them to get their coffee first.
Of course, coffee or tea, or yung sa taga Pilipinas kung nag-milk kayo, let's have our morning toast, right? Good morning.
Good morning.
Magandang umaga ang ating mabuhay cheers, right?
There you go.
All right.
What do we have today? Guys, last week, we had a very interesting show with our business-minded teachers.
Entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneurs.
Today, it's
today.
power power couples.
Yes,
So these
power
are
couple.
educators, right, who are
Mhm.
couples. So, oh my God, you're not only getting one insight, but two insights, right,
Okay,
from
yeah.
this group of people. And so, let's go ahead and introduce our topic for today. It is at home and in school partner style.
Partner style.
Yes.
We
So,
have two sets of couples today, Clare. And,
yes,
when you say power couples, these are romantic, they are described as romantic and married couple,
yes.
which they are both individuals that are very successful in their own right.
I
Okay.
know, I know.
So
And
we
really,
are going, we
yes,
are going to introduce our guest today without further ado.
yes.
Okay, so our first couple, we have Zandro Molito, who was born and raised in Catbalogan, Samar, a
Mm-hmm.
licensed electrical engineer, and
Oh,
worked at the House of Representatives as political affairs officer
oh,
from 1998 to 2003 in the congressional office of the late Justice Antonio Natura Sr.
I was
He,
like
yeah,
stopping. Oh my God,
uh-huh.
galing.
He moved to Texas in 2003 to start a family with his teacher wife, Mildred.
Mm-hmm.
His first job was a manager at Upright Therapy Clinic in McAllen, Texas.
Mm.
He started his teaching career in 2015
Mm-hmm.
and taught math in
Mm-hmm.
the fourth grade to eighth grade for 2 years at St. Joseph Catholic School,
Oh, okay.
Edinburgh, Texas. He's all over.
Mm-hmm.
Before Texas, before moving to Aldine ISD. He
Mm-hmm.
moved to Aldine in 2017, and
Mm-hmm.
he teaches math, eighth grade, algebra first, and pre-AP
Oh,
GT classes at
wow.
Plummer Middle School. In summer 2020, he was chosen to be part of the Aldine ISD Math Task Force that is tasked to design a math framework for the district. Whoa! He was awarded in 2021 as Teacher of the Year with, I forgot again your TIA. You will tell it to us later. Designated Master Teacher of the Texas Education Agency in May 2024. And excellence in teaching, excellence in instruction for the school year 2023-2024. Currently, he is the mathematics department chair of the Plummer Middle School.
Wow.
Sandro and Mildred had two boys, one a sophomore attending the University of North Texas in Denton, and
Mm-hmm.
the other is a sophomore at Woodlands High School. Aside from teaching, they both love serving through the music ministry and are active members of the Unified Houston Society for the Advancement of Filipino Educators and Education Professionals.
Oh,
Say,
yes.
mhm. Guys, Filipinas, Houston, America, let's welcome Tin Molito.
Oh, we actually just introduced Zandro.
Sandro.
Then you're gonna give us a background of Mildred too.
Sandra, would you like to give a background of your
I
beautiful
actually have.
gorgeous wife?
I actually
Oh,
have.
you have it? Okay,
Yes,
great.
let me give this to you. So, um, before we formally, say our mabuhay to Timolito, let me introduce and give a background about the better half. Of course, Mildred Danao Molito. She holds a Bachelor of Arts in Education from Miriam College, formerly Marinol College, and has 3 decades of teaching experience in private and charter and public schools in both Texas and the Philippines. Her teaching career began with her alma mater at Miriam College Child Study Center, where she taught for 11 years before moving to the Rio Grande Valley, Texas in 2002. There, she spent 15 years in a public and Catholic schools in the South Texas area. In 2017, she relocated to she and her family relocated here in Houston and continued her career at the Woodlands Classical Academy. Currently, she teaches second grade math, serves as a team facilitator, and is a mentor teacher at the Magnolia Parkway Elementary in Magnolia ISD. She is certified in early childhood education pre-KK and as an ESL generalist, EC through 4. Beyond teaching, she is passionate about supporting public schools in the Philippines and serving the church through music ministry. A dedicated music enthusiast, she enjoys attending performance in various forms. She is also a proud mother. Of course, they are both, proud parents of the two boys, and married. Oh, I love this. Married to an exceptional math teacher.
Love your own.
Boss, yeah, right. She lives by Aristotle's words: educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Now, formally introducing Mildred and Molito and the Team Molito.
Team Molito!
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Hi,
Good morning, Houston. Magandang gabi po sa Pilipinas.
Yes. Now, wow, we just introduced.
We have another one.
Power couple. Let's introduce this next set of power couple. All right. Let me start by introducing the wife. All right. So Ellen Cabahug has 26 years of teaching experience in St. Teresa's College, Cebu, 23 years in the United States. He is a mother of 2 and currently teaching 6th graders at Ulrich Intermediate in Klein ISD. She is a proud chapter 47. She's 47 years old. She's actually my batchmate in St. Teresa's College and married for almost 18 years. Running is her passion, and she loves the suspense type of movies. And before I actually introduce the team, this next team, let me also give a little background of the husband. Ellen's husband is 𝙃𝙤𝙢𝙚 Cabahug. He is currently teaching 8th grade math at Ulrich Intermediate, coaching soccer girls during the spring season. Again, they are both parents of 2 wonderful children. And he is a teacher on weekdays, a basketball player on the weekend, and a Netflix potato at night. Let's all welcome, without further ado, Team Cabahug or Team C. All right, let's see our team.
Allow me, we have technical difficulty again with the Team C.
Okay, let's see. We should have them when we come back, right? So let's go ahead and let's check what's going on. Okay. All right.
Maybe you could move on. And once they get in with the issue of their internet, they will just flash and go on with the question. Okay? Let's start the ball rolling with this team. Team Molito. Do we have our coffee?
Yes, let's go ahead and have our mabuhay cheers, mabuhay toast. Welcome officially, Team Molito, to another Chikahan.
I want to say something. I want to say something about my cup. I have the 100 years celebration commemorative cup of the Philippine Normal University.
Oh,
hello,
my God.
PNU.
Oh, hello,
cheers.
hello. Happy
Cheers.
anniversary. Cheers, cheers muna.
Cheers. There you go.
I love the cup. Teacher,
Teacher.
Oh, it says teacher. Oh, galing. And of course, I have to highlight the shirts that Team Molito is wearing. You show us your shirts. Okay. a little
Superman and Superwoman.
There, Superwoman. And then,
That's our superpowers.
superpower, di ba? Kasi,
Galing.
di ba? Yung
Talagang talagang naka-attire. Complete.
Always come prepared.
I like that the way you accessorize yourself as a teacher. I mean, as a couple. Look, the same shirt, the same glasses. You know, that really means something. Okay.
Another thing, we kept talking, right, about their passion. They're both music enthusiasts, right? Let us not forget that they were the ones who brought in the Madrigal singers. I think it was a year ago, right? It was a year ago, exactly, when they brought in the Madrigal singers, and it was just super amazing, right?
Do you have a plan of bringing them back?
Sure, of course. Watch out. They will come back for sure.
So, negotiations are going on?
Yes.
Maybe we could also pitch in with the UP Alumni Association.
The Safe EP, yes.
Safe
EP
and
Safe EP. Okay.
Yes. So let's go ahead and probably get the ball rolling. You know, it took us some time to actually start. We'll start with the next question, and we are still hoping that our technical there you go. Yay! Finally, we have the team Kabaho. Yes, team.
Can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you. Loud and clear. Perfect. Good morning.
Bati muna kayo. Bati muna kayo sa ating
Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning. Sorry.
No, you are totally fine.
Okay.
Morning, Mr.
Yes. Good morning. Do you have your morning cup of Joe or your?
Of course, she has it.
Okay, she has it. And what does woman needs coffee? Is that what it is?
Mama needs coffee.
Mama needs coffee. All right. Hello, Mom. So Mom is the coffee lover pala.
Yeah.
What about Dad? Wala
I do. It's just not nothing.
Yeah. Mabuhay. Welcome. And I know that they did not share, but I know that Miss C, right? Actually Teacher of the Year, not only for Klein ISD, right? She also won that in Aldine ISD, right? So congratulations again. So
congratulations.
Anyway,
guys, Team C, you're muted.
Oh.
No, but we can hear them.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay.
All
so
right.
maybe we could start.
Yes.
Okay. Let me have the first question to this powerful couples that we have. I would like to ask, we are so excited and interesting and intrigued about your education journey. How did you end up becoming a teacher? And did you always want to be a teacher? We always ask this to our guests. This is always our first question. So who would like to start? Maybe you would like to start Team Molito. How did you start?
Okay, because I'm the real teacher. I just recruited him. Okay, I'll start with my own story. So teaching is not a plan. It was just a last minute thing. So when I am about to go to college, my dad already enrolled me to UP Manila Pharmacy, and I secretly did my own test in Miriam College, and I passed the test. And I was like, will I go to UP Manila or just Miriam College because it's closer to my home? So I decided, cold feet, I don't want to be away from family. So I decided to go to Marino, and there it started my career, my degree in education. So that's how it was. And then I realized it runs in the family. So my aunt was a teacher in Cebu, a normal university, a college teacher there. And my mom is also a part-time teacher in Marino, Miriam Adult Education. So I thought it should be my lineage to be in the education.
There you go. And so how did you recruit him? How did you?
All right. Mine
This
was,
is the story how I recruited him.
it wasn't
Yes.
it wasn't a dream. It wasn't part of the plan. Mine was, I call it circumstantial and divine providence. It's like when I ended working as a business manager in a physical therapy facility, I was at home, and I was trying to find a job just to help Mildred at the time in McAllen, and they were in their in service. It was August, and then she called me because she met her former principal in a Catholic school, and then she called me, come to my DSD in service, and I said, why? So my principal is looking for a math teacher. I said, why would I be teaching? It's like, so when I went there, and then the superintendent of Catholic schools and the principal interviewed me in the hallway, and we were talking about it, and I got hired in the hallway. And then the superintendent told me to go inside and attend the end service right away. So Mildred, when she looked back, I was there sitting already. And that's where it started. I started in Catholic school, and the rest was history.
Amazing. I love that. The divine providence by the hallway, right?
Ang ganda nun, ah. So sweet. Very romantic. Talaga naman. Okay.
So let's ask Team C, Team Cabajo. How did you know, what was education always part of the plan?
Muted.
Sorry.
There.
Sorry.
Okay, there you go.
So I'm graduated in STC as an educator and stayed there for 3 years. And it wasn't even part of the plan to come here. I was just following the other teachers trying to apply here. My parents didn't even know also. But once I got accepted, that's when I told them I'm going to the US. So they had a big recruit in Aldin at the time. So I think that's the same journey as he was. But when we got here, we were in the same school. We were both single at that time. So dito na nagka-develop sa
so dito na kayo nag-meet.
We saw each other there, but we don't really know each other. It just happened na pareho kami ng school dito. So, yon. Single at single, naging double.
Wow!
Naging 4.
Okay, and then yung double na double pa, di ba? Wow. With Jeer, has education always been part of the plan in your life?
So my mom was actually an educator, but she only taught about maybe 3 years in Bantayan Island, I think, somewhere there. And then I went to the seminary, and the course there was education, because if you want to be a priest, it's to educate kids. So we only have education as our course. So we took it. We just have different majors. And then I graduated. Then I taught in San Carlos and in the Philippines and international school, and then came here together with her at 2001. And then everything is just together. I was also in Aldin, yes.
Yes, you were
outdoors.
I want to ask Carl, Mr. C. You said you went to San Carlos Seminary?
No, I went to Don Bosco Seminary, right in Laguna. I graduated in the Bosco College Seminary, Laguna.
Okay. Wow, seminarian.
I know. There's really that theme of divine intervention, right? That's circling around. I know Miss C from Team C already shared, a part of that, but I know mas to stretch pa natin yung love story na yan. So when we come back, we will actually be asking the question, right? So how did your love life started, and how did you meet, right? And then was there something else, that who said hi first to who, and how did it eventually lead from single, double pa, right? So when we come back, we will hear more of our power couple.
There you go. Welcome back.
Before we actually allow our power couples to answer that question, that hanging question we left behind before the break, let's greet some of our viewers. Oh, grabe na ng engagement natin. Let's start with the which is Cecil now. I'm watching live. Hello.
Thank you, Cecil, for watching.
My sister from Switzerland.
I said it here. So proud of you both, Mil and Zandro Molito. More power and luck to both of you. Yay.
Where is she from?
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Wow, Switzerland. Hello, Switzerland.
Yes. Next.
Maribel Makasot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, but wow, that's my batchmate here in Samar, Philippines.
Yes. And then we have Emily Amistoso, Team Molito. Emily is our avid viewer talaga. Dapat may award na si Emily. Love you, Imes. Thank you.
There you go.
And we have Sandra Tapia Kugtas watching from Catbalogan City. Ay, all right.
Oh, wow, layo natin.
Sandra invited the whole Catbalogan.
Wow, we have Marinette Santiago. Go Team Molito.
Hey, Catbalogan represents. From
Tina Baroga. Good morning. Good morning, team.
Yes. And Riza Cruz. Hi, Mil and Z. All right. Thank you, Riza. And Cecil again said, Zando, my brother-in-law, the coolest and very amazing teacher. Woot, woot.
Dami mong fan, Sandro. Pinsang ko yan. Love you, Mil.
Yes. Let's see. From Cecil, cheers. I opened a bottle of champagne. What? Switzerland. Oh my goodness. That's nice. Yes. Cheers again. Cheers. And we have Maribel Makasahot saying, God bless Zandro and Mildred. Keep sharing your blessings and talents. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. Bayang Flores.
Oh, hi from Austin, Texas. That's my only one and only gorgeous daughter.
Oh, and
good morning.
Then Paraiso says, power couples.
Yes, they are.
Yes, and then we have Marinette Santiago watching live from QC. Love.
Hello, QC.
Yes, love.
Magandang gabi.
And we have
Maria Victoria Cuna. Hi, Sandra and Mildred.
Yay. All right. Now we are ready. So let's get the ball rolling once again. And I'll throw it back. Team C, Miss Ellen already started that. So doon na, nagkita na kayo sa sa school, right?
And it's school, yes.
Staff development. So anong nangyari? Who made the first move? How was the first move?
Totoo lang, ha?
Ang totoo lang, I was actually already engaged in the Philippines.
Oh, wow.
So maybe, everything was ready. I think we saw each other in, what hotel was that the interview was?
Waterfront.
In Waterfront. So we were waiting for a taxi. Pero siya yung naunang pumara, but he gave the taxi to us and my friend.
Wow!
Gentleman.
I was just like, nagtatawanan lang kami kasi may stud siya eh. Tapos yung nag-recruit sa amin na Filipina from Houston, when she went to the Philippines, she actually pointed him out during the teachers' meeting, saying not allowed to wear studs in the US.
So you were called out.
Ay, kinall out siya. So kami ng friend ko sa likod, gigil kami ng gigil. Oh my gosh, ano ba yan? Tapos siya pala yung nakapara ng taxi for us. So parang yung mga hints of, something in the future.
Unexpected.
Unexpected lang, but I was already engaged to someone else at the time, and he was also dating someone else. It just happened na nung nandito na kami sa Houston, we were housed in one place. And then there were three of us who go to the same school. So we're always together in the rides. Carpool, always together. Yun, nagkaka-develop na.
Yes.
Palagi nakikita sa school. Hanggang, I think, 2004, when he proposed another school sa Stovall. So, naiwan na ako doon sa 𝗑𝗹𝗵𝗂𝗋. So, mga long 3 years of getting to know each other and engage. Kaya yun.
I love it. I love it. So, one of the things I can, see from your story is never judge a book by its cover, right? Because you were pointing out with the earrings and then, toughy pala, pero wow, yung heart, heart gave the right.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Yes, so really love it. And then, again, God works in a mysterious ways. I just love how we started with the divine providence.
That's right.
Your story, speaks of sometimes we have a set plan, for our lives, and we think that that's what's going to happen, but just God finds a way. I love it. And kayo, all right, now let's ask Polito, how did you meet? How did that love story happen?
I will let Sandro do that. I will let him tell our story.
I think it was.
Sandro, you have to be real, huh?
It was year 2000. I was working at the House of Representatives then, and I was always with the congressman or whatever. So at the time, we got home. Mildred is a good friend of the daughter of the congressman who works also in Miriam as a counselor. So when we arrived home, the teachers from Miriam was there, and we got off from the car. I was wearing this barong, going to the house, and they have a party there, Miriam teachers, Child Study Center. And then they introduced me to Mildred, and I was hearing her name already, partly because of the daughter of the congressman. And said, it's like, and there, my first impression, I saw her, it's like, I saw you're Mildred. That's my first word. It's like
love at first sight.
Mildred. Okay, and by the way, Mildred was my first girlfriend, and I married her. It's like,
wow!
Because at the time I was so busy with work that I love beers more than girls at the time.
Oh, that is so
and
nice.
Then after a year, she came here just to visit her siblings, and then she called me that she's not coming back because she got offered a job in the Rio Grande Valley. So I have to wait for another year. It was actually a long distance relationship, and then she came back after a year. We got married, and then I followed September of 2023.
Oh wow!
2003, rather 2003.
That is really nice.
So I was just visiting. I got a tourist visa. And then a friend of mine just invited me. Why don't you go to the job fair? There's a job fair there for teachers. So I went there, and when they interviewed me, they hired me. So I just got a lawyer, and the lawyer fixed my visa from tourist to working visa.
Wow, both of you have a very interesting and exciting, start of your love life and of your career blossoming as, nice way of engaging to each other. Now, my question is this: what are the perks of being both a teacher, being at home together, and working on the same career? How are you going to? What are the perks? What are the advantages of working together in the same line of job? Anyone would like to start?
And same school.
Yes.
Okay. It's like we started our career here as teachers in 2001, same school, and then now we felt like this is gonna be straight of 9 more years before retirement. Same school na naman. So we same school. We parted ways. Now we're coming back, same school. So we're just like following our kids. What are the perks? Like for me, I thought I'm gonna be seeing a lot of perks, like working together at home, maybe because we are in the same school. But we have different work styles, and like I'm never last minute. Everything has to be planned. Alam mo na, yung mga staff development, dapat tapos ko na yan, mga how many days before. Ito naman, iba. His brain works last minute.
Yeah.
So we actually have learned to like adjust. Okay, that's not his working style. I'm not gonna force it. And ako din, I love to have new ideas, and I'm always working on it. Every night, I have to have something. I'm always goal-oriented. Siya naman, naka-relax lang yan. Tapos, napipressure na siya. What are you doing there? Well, if you're interested, you can come and see. And then he comes back and say, okay, I'll use that. And then he leaves. But then he has lots of ideas. He's a very data-oriented person. Ako naman, fun lang sa akin yung mga bata. I want them to enjoy. I'm not really like diving deep into data. And it's always like that. So I think it balances. So when I see him working on how he analyzes data and drives his instruction through there, then I learn from it. It's just that he's math and I'm ELA. It's like, okay, how am I gonna do that? Yeah, how am I gonna do that with ELA? Because math is so objective and ELA is so subjective. So it balances. We learn from each other, but we also respect our way of working.
Wow.
I love that.
Grabe, ang ganda ng teamwork.
Yes, Jir, you said you were wanting
the professional perks would be us as a couple. She would share her strategy and I would share mine, and we actually just grow together on our ways of doing it. So when they come to school and somebody observes, she goes to hers classroom, and then they go to my classroom, and then they see that it's almost similar, but she's just way better.
That is so nice.
Like they just always call us, here's the power couple. So it's flattering to like even parents who already know us, because I came from elementary. And then the school I'm at now is like the feeder school of our elementary. So I have a lot of parents who know me, and they know him because he was in that school a long time ago. So the parents are like, they already know the 𝙃𝙤𝙢𝙚 team. So they just always like, oh, here's the 𝙃𝙤𝙢 team. So we're kind of like known like that even in schools now with teachers and parents. I mean, it's good, but like at home, we're really just us. So only when we're working together, we put our our mind and heart into what we're doing, and then we also make sure that we have time for our kids to be also like a solid 𝙃𝙤𝙢 children.
Wow.
I love that. Thank you.
Dr. I love the teamwork, and considering the fact that both of them are tested areas. We have math and we have ELA. And then Mr. C is working on data and Miss C works on instruction.
Yes.
When you combine it, boom, oh my God. Your students and the parents are really, really, I think they are so lucky to have both of you.
Yes, that's why they were even tagged our couple, right, in their school. And what I love about it is that I'm already imagining I really want to even visit, their classrooms, because when you see, the similarity, because sometimes we always think ELA and math are two opposing poles, right? It's never like that convergence. But then, when people who are actually visiting the classroom sees, the convergence, like I saw that in Mr. C's, I see this with Miss C, and then even think about it also from the brain of the learner, right? We always say that the brain works better when there is connection. And that's why in some of our staff development, we always try to find that connection. If this works here in this subject area, how does it work in that subject area? Because once the kids see it, they're going to embrace it, right? And so can you just imagine that's an amazing strategy that they are both using part of the perk. So Mr. C really giving up that taxi ride how many years ago was all worth it, right?
Excellent. Now let's find out. What about Team M? Let's hear it
Okay.
from Mildred and Sandro. How does it work?
You know, while Ellen is sharing, we can see a lot of, similarities. It's really interesting. First of all, the perks. We have the same holidays, 2 months of paid vacation. That's the best perk we enjoy. That's for sure. But actually, when you're talking about at home, the culture speaks the way we teach. That's why you're saying about even from your classroom to Jer's classroom, you can see there's similarity even if you teach different subjects. So even if we're in different schools, like what you said, you share the strategies, and that's usually when we are working. Now I used to be an ELA teacher too, and then this is my second year to teach math. So really our wavelength now is the same. And true, I just enjoy teaching. I teach second grade. So just have fun. I don't dive too much on the data, but now because Sandro is really on data just here, their minds are like technical. Now I learn how to dive into the data. So I look at how do you do this? So I learn from him. And then I share my strategies as, because I'm really a teacher and he's just new to teaching. So really I'm mentoring and he's mentoring me too. So both of us we're mentoring each other. So that's our collaboration at home.
Wow.
But that's the perk, of being teachers. Is, same at home.
You know what? Your principals are so much very lucky. You know why? Collaboration is right there. It doesn't get out of the structure of the building, right? There your principals. In the house too. Collaboration and with the data. Look at how lucky your students in your school within these couples that we had today. And parents who are watching right now, this is a strategy that you need to work on. Find a school with powerful couples like what we have, and then I'm telling you, your students, your children will be successful as what you see. Definitely their kids too, right?
Yes.
I should advertise. Hire Filipino teachers. Hire Filipino teachers.
Amen.
Principals are watching.
That's right.
Exactly.
Now, my next question is this. We have put down all the perks and advantages of being a power couple, right? Are there challenges? There are challenges in this one? Because you have mentioned how good it is to work together, right? And to collaborate. Now, would any one of you talk about the challenges, if there is any?
What are your challenges?
We bring our work at home. Sandra will answer.
Do you bring work at home?
Yes.
Okay. You do?
Yeah, it's always been, it's like we're always saying there's no time to finish it. Even I tried my best not to bring work at home and we tried to fix, but the way I did it with all these things that you have to read, all these things that you have to study, the data scenario, you have to bring all these papers to check at home just to make sure that everything has been taken care of. I don't call it as a challenge because in a way we learn from it because when I bring this data, she would ask me and I would ask her how. So on that part, we learn to live with it. It's like, okay, but then we try to make sure that on Friday afternoon and then the Saturday, the whole day Saturday, it should be for both of us and for the family. We made sure of it.
So are there any challenges that you see also, Mildred, other than, we kind of talked about that, what were some of the challenges that you see, both being in the same profession?
Sometimes you get caught to, doing all the work at home and then you sometimes neglect your kids. So we have to remind each other, whatever we give to our students, we should also give to our own. That's the usual, challenge for us. And we can hear other teachers as well. Like sometimes we give, like we are so confident that our kids can be working on their own. They're self-motivated because they can see us, they're teachers. They put pressure on them. parents are teachers, so they try their best also to work hard. But we forget sometimes they also need us. So we should not just assume that they can do it on their own. We have to check on them once in a while. So that's a challenge. So, and sometimes I don't understand my teenagers. Sandra would remind me, I'm dealing with teenagers and this is how they are. So that's how we do it. So, and then I realized, oh no, if I'm patient with my students, I should also be patient with my own children. So we remind each other about that.
Team C, what are the challenges that you see?
I agree with Mildred. Our children are very self-sufficient, so we're very confident na we're busy on our work. They got it, but then we forget sometimes na naku, we need to follow up pala the grades, or we need to follow up the college application because we're so involved in our own, paperwork, like you said. Nakakalimutan namin na yun. So sometimes I just tell him, you go take care of it.
No, I mean, I call it, we have 3 kids. We have 3 kids in a way. We got 2 real kids, and she got another kid, which is her own school. She's always working. We got long hours.
The same here.
Her devotion to those kids, her devotion to her kids is just up there. So she got 3 kids, I got 2.
Mas relax siya. So ako, every night I have to do something. Kasi my style is on the weekends I don't work at all on the weekends. Saturday and Sunday, as in holy yan, no work, no lesson planning. So for me, by Friday, tapos na yung lessons ko. Siya naman, dahil iba yung work ethics niya, sa Sunday na siya nagra-rush.
Hey, it's called 20 years of experience.
Sandro,
right, Sandro?
Yun din ang challenge namin. So, sometimes nanineglect namin, although we always nudge on each other, okay, you check na, kasi nandun na ang progress report. Hindi na maganda yung grado, check mo na. At saka yung other challenge is, dahil iba-iba ang work ethic style namin, pag nagtatanong na siya Sunday night, hindi na ako nagsasagot niyan kasi I'm done. I'm done on Friday.
Payback. That's so funny.
Can I add to that, Ellen? So this is what we did because we agreed on a schedule. Friday, Saturday, family, and the 2 of us. And then we agreed Sunday, we don't talk to each other anymore. Because after church, we dive into our
work. Our own.
So Friday, Saturday, nothing. Sunday, we both work. For the school. That's what we agreed on.
Oh, wow.
This
is so much fun. Oh my gosh, the conversations are just so rich. Okay.
Ang ganda ng dynamics nila.
Yes.
Diba? So, if the other one is not working, the other one is working.
That's right.
Whatever one can't do, the other one is working on it. So, actually, you have already answered the dynamics of the friendship, right?
So we need to pause for a quick break. I know we were just rolling with all this. So when we come back, we will know more and get insights from this power couple. So please stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Join us for a captivating new series where Lawin sits down with the trailblazers of the music and entertainment world. Discover the stories behind the faces and voices that shape our culture and community.
We will bring you exclusive interviews with industry legends and rising stars. Behind the scenes insights and get a peek into the creative processes and personal journeys. Artists and performers and their upcoming shows and events.
Stay tuned for more updates and sneak peeks. Follow us on social media and subscribe to our channel.
All right, and we are back. Let's go ahead, greet some of our viewers who are engaging with us. Let us start with, sino ba yung i-shout out natin? I think we have here from Helen Gonzalez. Oh, it's from Marinette D. Santiago, watching live from QC. Thanks for Timolito. We said that. I think we have Helen Gonzalez. Who's next? Okay, Chari Colmenares. We are proud of you, Zandro, my pamangkin from Cebu. We have Chari saying, okay, Zandro, my pamangkin from Cebu. We have here Miss Helen Gonzalez. Good morning. I am a big fan of both Team Kabayo. Alito, woohoo! Thank you, Miss Helen. And let's see. We are still working on with Miss Cora's technical issues with the echoing. So I'll go ahead and read this from Miss Rosel Valerio, watching from Easter Samar. Hello, Temil and Kuya Zandro. Thank you again for engaging with us and being supportive. From Jean Valerio, hello, Zandro and Mildred, watching from Oras, Eastern Samar. Woot woot. Next, from Donata Pensotes, watching from Bacoor, Cavite. Proud of you, Zandro and Mil. Yes, yes. Oh my goodness. This one, because he's been watching, this is the 7th episode. This guy never engages in anything. And this time he had to say it. Okay, thank you, dear husband, for this.
Yeah.
Pero hindi ako yung shout out, ha?
He's the main one. He's the main one. He's the main guy.
And Zandro.
Then you have to shout her out.
Okay lang. Hindi ako hurt. Okay lang. Yes, of course. I know he really does respect you both. So thank you for being the fathers that you are and the husbands that you are. We have Karine here from Bonaparte Pickles, Danao, Casenia. Watching from Cebu City. Hello, Tita Mil and Tito Zandro. Miss Cora, are we okay with our not
Let me see.
Oh,
I'm still echoing, right?
Yes. Okay. Go ahead and just read this from Miss Cecil Danao. It's really a sweet love at first sight. I'm so grateful and thankful to have this wonderful couple in our family. They're an inspiration to all as a perfect family, couple, friends, and as wonderful parents. Their humbleness is unbelievable. Thank you. That's such a heartwarming message. Yes. Any other shout out we have? All right. And we have, thank you, Miss Anne.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Yes. Yesterday, I celebrated my chapter 47. Thank you.
Yay, welcome.
I know. So from Marinette D. Santiago, mabuhay ang Pinoy teachers in Texas. Power couples indeed. Love it, love it. And another from Miss Cecil Danao, indeed, both Filipino couples. Mabuhay. Yes, you are just so amazing. From Sandra Tapia Kugtas, Zandro is a very good friend of mine. Napakabait, matalino, and very humble person. I'm just so proud of what you have become. Mabuhay kayo, Zandro and Mildred. Love it. Thank you. Those are just really amazing words. From Emma Cruz, Houston represents. Go Team Kabahog! Yes! Thank you, Emma. All right, let's see. Okay, we are now back.
We're almost there.
Yes.
I believe it's already 10.
Yes, we're actually we were a bit late with our starting, so I think we can still go on for 15 more minutes.
Okay.
We had some technical difficulties when we started. So I think we were kind of touching on the dynamics, right, of the relationship at home. How does it work? You know, how does it collide, you consciously and unconsciously? And so is there any other piece, you know, that you want to share with us? Because you kind of shared with us, you know, how you navigate that. So you were talking about the kids, and you were talking about, you know, also, you know, that space and that time that you have. Any other thing, you know, that came to mind that you know, you want to share in that topic? No, I think we should be right. I think that was a lot of sharing that happened. So I think the next question that we want to ask you is, what message can you share to couples who share a similar situation as you? So what is your advice to couples, who may be in the same, profession as you? What is it that you would want them to learn from how you guys work in that relationship? So let's start with Team Molito.
Okay. No, you want to say? Okay.
uh, whatever profession we are, may it be a teacher or something else, the most important thing is we find time for ourselves. We find time for our families, because sometimes we get so engrossed with the work and the things that we need to be done, and sometimes we forgot that we have somewhere and they're inside our own homes that we have to take care of. So whatever it is, just trust in God, and everything will be fine. Yes.
Yes. And if I want to add something, yeah, just like what Sandra is saying, whatever field, whether it's teaching or any other career, you have to find meaning in what you do, find the purpose in what you do, because truly the contentment and the joy is there if you find meaning in everything you do. And we always, like, teaching is not an easy job. It's not for everybody. So we always include prayer. We pray for our own families for good health, and we also pray for our children, I mean, the students in our classroom, including their families. And of course, we pray for the staff, our co-workers, and administrators. That made us survive teaching, especially me with 3 decades of teaching. Now my age is not a secret anymore, but I still enjoy and still passionate about what I do.
Yeah.
That's
Like for
good.
us, we want to just piggyback on what Mildred said. So everything she said, prayers, balance, and for us also encourages each other, because there are times when you feel down with the way the education system is or the work hours. Because when you're in school, you're teaching. When you're at home, that's when you work. So sometimes pag may nadi-discourage sa amin, we have to like remind each other the meaning of what we're doing. So we are not just there to report, and this is just a job. So we have to keep in mind. So we have to always remember that those students in our classrooms, what if there are our kids? So we always look at each children in our classroom as our own kids. So I always remind him that when he's discouraged. And he's also reminding me when I'm overworking. It's very important to remind each other. Never neglect each other's presence and never neglect each other's needs also. So I think that's the most important thing. Personal needs, he's the one who reminds me on that. And inspiration needs, I remind him of that. So it's all about the balance.
So I think talking about for the couple, like we also probably have 2 couples here that are nurses, just like other people. See, the communication of that one is a little bit different. They probably, every time somebody complains, the other person would know about it because they're both nurses. Like here, when she complains or I complains or I have some things, so we can talk back about it. But if you are 2 different ones, maybe the other couple would not understand what you were talking about because you're in the education field. So the 2 things that is actually where the communication is. So if for those people who are the same field, teachers, nurses, it's a good communication where you can actually understand each other with the field itself, the professional field.
Yes. I love it when you talked about encouraging one another, right? And again, as professionals, we needed that. I'm sorry. I think, okay. So as professionals, right, we are, we need that. We need that support. And I think as what you said, as couples, you actually are able to, get that even from the relationship. Another piece, as we were talking about is that the individuality is still there. Yes, we are a couple, but I think, it took some time to really have that adjustment and knowing each other. I know Ellen and Jira has been together for 18 years, and Zandro and Mildred, you've been together for how many?
21.
21.
Wow.
So 21 years. So that also entails, right? That now I'm kind of like, we don't have to talk to one another, but I already sense what your need is, and I'm there to support you. Bottom line really is that what I love about you as a couple is that you finally, are committed, right, in that relationship, that we are here for each other. We truly are partners, right? We are partners first. So what you're going through, I understand it. And then as we course through our life and as we course through our careers, right, we are there supporting one another. So this is just another amazing piece. I also love what Jir said. When we talk about this relationship, there are also others like nurses, those maybe are in the same field, nurses. But end of the day, it's about that outlook. You guys decided to find the positivity in it. Because many times, as couples, we can also go down that rabbit hole and find the negativity and say, you know what, we've been talking about school. When we're in school, we're back home, we're still talking about, ano na ba tayo, right? But you
Life
guys,
of a teacher.
yes, right? And you guys had to turn it around.
Yes.
We are here. Aren't you glad we're venting and talking about the same thing?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's that perspective. It's that perspective. And you guys are just so in that. All right, we are actually down to the last leg of our, of our conversation. I am just curious, with regards to, navigating about children, right? I think we kind of touch in that. Is there a difference, in how you navigate things, with your children and how you actually, navigate it with the children in school? So what I'm talking about is that you have different set of standards for your children, who are in your homes, to your children that's outside. So let's talk about that dynamic piece, because I'm pretty sure our parents wants to know about that. Yeah, let's start with Team C. So Team 𝙃𝙗𝙗.
It just happened that our own child is in his classroom.
Oh my goodness.
So yes, like I mentioned, we always look at our own kids in the classroom like our own children at home. And kaya lang sometimes the neglect, like what Mildred said a while ago, na neglect namin sila dahil we're confident that they're gonna manage on their own. But also maybe not targetedly or intentionally, they're inspired by our work ethics.
Exactly.
They actually do that as well. But we want to make sure, like, they do their best. We always remind them that when you go to school, you're going to perform as a student, and you know your role as a student. And teachers, because sometimes kids come home and they complain about their teachers. So we always tell them, okay, we need you to think that your parents are teachers.
Yes.
So look at the point of view also. Put your feet on ourselves, on our own feet also. We want you to be more considerate. But we also listen to them. Then it becomes a reflection on us as teachers, because kids don't lie. When they complain, because it's real for them. So as teachers, we want to consider that. So it's like mirroring. Mirroring, although we favor our own children, of course, the most. But we also know them. We also know their characters. So when they complain, we also balance it. How their characters are and why you're complaining. So it's always mirroring from home and school, but a little bit more favor at home. And we want them to follow the rules, the directions, because they're there for a reason. So same thing at home.
We might be lenient for a little bit, but the expectation is pretty high. So the expectation is pretty high. So if they slide on that one, we go tap it again and said, that's how it is. Maybe because we started as a teacher before having kids.
Yeah.
So our characteristic would be the teacher side of us. So when they were growing up, we were already teachers.
Yes.
So the expectations is already up there. So it's like similar to the kids, lenient, but the very, very high expectation.
Yes.
He's the more strict when it comes to grades.
Yes. Team Molito, go ahead.
So we actually agree on what Jir said, and well said. Like lenient, but with high expectations. we don't want, we also remind ourselves that we don't want to be like pushover,
Mm.
but at least, but they should know that we have high standards.
Mhm.
Not only because
Right.
we are, I think we are like that, like our culture really is high standards on education. That's
Mhm.
something we really value, and I guess that's what we pass on to our children. And at the same time, we also remind each other, like, okay, high standard, but we also have to understand them, like not sounding like a pushover.
Mhm.
It was
Yes.
easier for me because as we were growing up, we kind of talked about our parents before, right? And then
Mhm.
our children now try to answer back, and Mildred was telling me, "You're
That's
talking
a
back." It's hard for her to understand that me being in the middle school, it's like, no, let's look at this way. They just try to reason out, and then let's
Right.
hear them out, because sometimes they're taught in every campus they have to reason out.
Mhm.
So on that piece of a situation in the home, I can, it's easy for me to adjust than her with regards to the
Mhm.
Yes,
yeah, because
traditional mom.
yeah, and I said we are in a different world, we are in a different way. They are not talking it back. It's like they're reasoning out, because it's
Mhm.
something. Because
Mhm.
even in the school, I would share it to my co-teachers that sometimes we are frustrated when we call parents and they don't answer, and we
Mhm.
just realized. I just realized this in the past years, that why don't we put ourselves to these children and be parents and put the expectations that we
Right.
want for our own kids? And
Mhm.
we start to realize that oh, these kids somewhere in school, they're not bad.
Mhm.
They just need some guidance, and same at home. Because of that,
Mhm.
it's kind of easier for me. I've learned a lot from being a middle school teacher than handling my own kids.
Yes.
I love that. I
Wow.
love that. You know
That
that
is very inspiring.
the
That is really good.
the message that is resonating with me right now is that, teach the child as if they were your
Your
own,
own.
right? And so one of the things, all parents out there who are listening in, and all teachers who are listening in, that's a very beautiful message from these power couples. No wonder they are power couples. Their accolades, speak really not because of them being just teachers, but them being the person that they are, right? You can
Right.
take away the title of teacher, you can take away the other titles, but you will still get that same quality gem of people, because they are them, right? They are
Mhm.
uniquely special as they are. And it did not come overnight. It was a conscious decision
Yes.
for these teachers and power couples that every day I am committed to my marriage, I'm committed to my family, and I am committed to my
To
work.
my profession.
Everything just comes into
Yeah.
place. Thank
Yes.
you so
Well
Thank
much.
you
said.
so
Thank
much.
you, thank you.
Wow.
Yes, this has been really an amazing, chat, chikahan, with these power couples. Again, thank you so much, Team Molito and Team
Thank
Kabaho,
you.
for your
Thank
time.
you. Thank you,
Thank you for
Claire.
your
Thank
time.
you.
Yours.
We we are so glad, and I believe a lot of our viewers today have learned from your experiences and how you professed your love for teaching, as well as to enrich your relationship as a couple. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank
We're
you.
Thank you
really
for
glad
inviting
that
us.
you grace our show for today.
Thank you,
And before
Cora.
we actually close out, let's have this final shout outs
Mm.
from our viewers. We have a couple more that just said these few lines. Are we ready to show them to our screen? We have from Miss Sandra. I think we have from our. I want to give this shout out to Attorney Eileen Ligot Dizon. Thank you so much, Attorney. Of course, Attorney is our producer of Lawin Media. She has always been very very supportive. Thank you for supporting us.
Mhm.
Thank you for that birthday greeting, Attorney. And we have Miss from Chris Danao. Chris says, I am watching from Tanza, Cavite. Thank you,
Thank
Chris.
you for watching.
And we have Sandra Tapia, who says, teachers are special, lovable breed of people. They generally make the world a better place, making the future brighter, kinder, one student at a time.
Thank you.
Wow.
That's good.
Thank you.
Yes. And then Risa says, nice listening to the team couples. And another one from Miss Sandra Tapia, behind every child who believes in the self is a teacher who believed in them first. Wow.
Amen.
Aren't we happy we are in the education field, guys?
Yes.
Wow. Forever teacher.
Yeah. Thank you again to our power couple. So this actually concludes our Chikahan for today. Of course, before we actually, sign out
Next week.
Oh, let
we
me
need to
first
plug our next week.
Oh, of course. I'll give you the honor of doing that. Let me first, all right, acknowledge our amazing director, Christian Toledo. Always,
Thank you, Christian.
I know sometimes it gets very unpredictable, but when he's there, we're just so confident, with the show. Thank you, Christian.
Did you know that for probably 2 minutes I was out? I mean, I was there, but my screen is black.
Oh, wow.
I have no volume. I have nothing.
Yes, thank you, Christian. You are amazing. Yes, Miss Cora.
Next week, guys, we have a very, very exciting topic. It is called Pinoy, Gurong Pinoy. What is that? With bilingual brains. So we will be talking about teachers who are experts in teaching multiple languages, particularly Spanish. And then we have guests coming from Aldine and Alif. We are going to introduce them to you next week, but watch out for this. These teachers had an amazing role in teaching our students, particularly Spanish speakers. And they will indulge to you all the strategies and techniques on how to teach these children how to learn, how to provide strategies, and this will give you another toolbox. Yes. Another tool in your toolbox to learn. So watch out for next week.
Yes, it is. Gurong Pinoy, blessed with bilingual brains.
Yeah.
With bilingual brains. All right.
And
with that, it concludes our show for another Teacher Talk live Chikahan with
Teacher Cora and
Dr. Clare. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. God bless.
Have a good day.
Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hoy, Sabado ngayon. It's your day.